Welcome. This is part 1, lecture 8. See, law of parallelogram forces, as per the basic concept point of view, almost over. Only one thing is pending. I told for you, see, if one force is acting away from the joint, if other is acting towards the point, you should not consider this as it is with this theta. It will give wrong result. What mistake will come, that I will upload in lecture number 9. Because this today's class, I already decided to go for this one. Lecture 9. I will tell what is the mistake and how to correct it. So leave it now. Now, come to today's class. The question I written here. See, question. For the given force system, they are not given concurrent. You have to observe it. Find the resultant force using law of parallelogram of forces. See, and observe here 1, 2, 3, 4. First I thought I will give some 5, 6 forces. Then I decided too lengthy, sufficient 4 forces. See, this point is called O. They only told. Coordinate system given x, x, y, y. See, 1 force here, 1 force here, 1 force here, 1 force here. See, all forces are passing to the point O. So make a note. See, class, what all I tell, you should write it. Those who are depending on the class, you have to write it. Now, further. Therefore, this is a concurrent force system. We can apply law of parallelogram forces. But there is a condition. For applying law of parallelogram forces, there should be only 2 forces. But there are total 4 forces are here. So, since 4 forces are there, you cannot apply the law. See, P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta, root of that one resultant, and angle alpha 1 alpha 2 you get. So 4 forces you can't consider. So what to do? The best solution for this question is by resolution, where that is coming up next. As soon as this law of parallelogram force is over, I am going to resolution only. First I will tell the principle and then start examples where multiple forces are acting. For first concurrent, then go for coplanar. But when you go to coplanar, line of action also comes. As I told, concurrent force system, all forces pass through the point O, one common point. Resultant also will pass to same point. So you have to find only magnitude and direction. If you want further clarification, you wait for some time. When I explain coplanar force system, then you will realize, oh yes, correct. What he told at that time, now clear. Okay, leave it now. Now, class, write everything I dictate. Even up to now what I dictate or explain, write it. Dictate or explain. Dictate or explain, both. Because notes you have to prepare. Start. Now, first I told some statements here, write it. 4 forces are there. You cannot apply the law. So, best is by resolution. It will not take more than 5 minutes. But in the question it is told, use law of parallelogram of forces. Someone told long back to me, sir, you can't apply the law. We can apply, but laborious. Here, the purpose is not laborious. Make a note. The purpose is once again thoroughly go through law of parallelogram of forces. Here, you'll be going into 1, 2, 3, 1, then 2, 3. You will be applying it 3 times here. Therefore, you get much more grip and better understanding of the law. Now, how to solve? What to do is, by law of parallelogram forces, at a time, only 2 forces are to be considered. So, what we will do is, among these 4 forces, we will select any 2 forces. See, any 2 forces, which I will tell later. For those 2 forces, find resultant. See, make a note here. We will later mark forces by number, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, right here. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll tell you later. Don't worry now. I am not telling which is, see, this is 1, this is not 2. So that you wait for some time. We'll number the forces 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, see. Now, what we will do is, we will consider force 1 and 2 and find resultant for these two forces. Only two forces. Say, resultant for 1, 2. Once you find resultant for 1, 2, what is the principle? You can replace 1 and 2 by R12. Then what to do? Next to do one thing. This R12, you club with force number 3. See, this force number 3. This force number 3. Bring here. And once again for this one, find resultant. That is the resultant for 1, 2 already over, along with 3, 1, 2, 3. Resultant for 1, 2, 3, because R12 is resultant for 1 and 2. Now it is resultant for R12 and 3 means R1, 2, 3. Okay, now, lastly, you bring that R12, you consider that R1, 2, 3, excuse me, with force number 4. Again find the resultant. Say, resultant R1, 2, 3, 4. That is resultant for 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we will not call this as R1, 2, 3, 4 because this is resultant for all the four system. What we will do is, we will call this as the real resultant R for the entire given system. That way we will solve. Now, further, for applying law of, you should write all these things. See here, this 100 Newton and 200 Newton are acting away from the point O. 40 Newton, 150 Newton, they are acting towards the point. Suppose I consider these two forces, one acting away, one coming towards the point. Then you have to extend it all, your struggle. Instead of that way, what we will do is, now let us get the given force system again. Given force system again, once again. Again, considering all forces acting your choice, either away or towards. Okay, we will do all forces away from the point O. Therefore, see correctly now. See now, 100 Newton force is already acting away from the point. So, therefore, 100 Newton, no correction. See here, 100 Newton here. Force number I will put later. See, this is 30 degrees. So, this will be 60, right? Every angle useful for you because when you are combining all, every angle required. This is 30 degree given. If that is 30, this is 60 degrees. So, numbering later. Okay, now, 150 Newton force is acting this way. Oh, this 150 Newton force, yes, we will transfer it here. See. See here. 150 Newton. It makes angle of 25 degree with y. Same way, see here. It makes angle of 25 degree with y. Say, whatever angle it makes here, same here. If this is 25, this is 65. Y means I cannot answer the question. So, therefore, 150 we will shift other side. Then 200 Newton, no correction required because it is already acting away from the point. 200, 20 degree given, other is 70 degrees. Okay, directly 200, no correction. 40 Newton, yes, see, it is acting this way. See, this way, shift it here, 40. What is the angle? 28 degrees with horizontal or xx. If that is 28, this is 62 degrees. This is your YYXX. Now here YYXX is not required. Okay. This is 68, 22. Therefore, now this force system will vanish. See, you write here. This force system will vanish now. In that place, we will consider this force system. Now, we will number the forces. I will start from here. I will call 1, I will call 2, see the color, green color, 2, 3 and 4. Now find resultant for this force system. What I will do is, see now, see, there are some calculations are there. Here, sometimes what happens is, in calculator, when I see here, because of light shade problem here, some number looks little odd. I may think it is 4, 7. It may not be 7 or 9. Not that I have got difficulty for eyesight, not that way. But light, this calculator is an old calculator. Lot of inside is very, very, what you can call is, lot of dust inside and very old calculator. Sometime number I have to hold this way and see. So what I will do is, see, what you already know, that I will calculate earlier, so that one, time is saved and I can carefully calculate, so that very clearly I can calculate and I know how to check it also. Therefore, now see, I will remove everything here. This is the question we are going to solve now. Wait for some time. Not wait actually. I will write and then start. I touch the stand. One nimisha. Unfortunately, touch the stand. Slightly moved. Okay now. There is one drawback here. Okay. Now, correctly observe what I tell. See, consider force 1 and 2. See here, force 1 and 2. That is, this force 1 and this force 2. See here, one joint O or point O. Force 1, 100 Newton. Force 2, 40 Newton. This angle you require. I told always mark angle less than 180. 60 plus 62 equal to 122. Those who are understanding, okay. Otherwise, you should put an arrow mark here and write here. How you got 122? You should write here. See, if you understand, everything I explain should be written. Because sometimes what happens is now clear. After half an hour, it will not be clear. I have seen these things. So, once I see, when I explain, if it is clear. So, it is a duty, your duty to make a note. I cannot explain it. Otherwise, what you have to again go through the class. Okay. 122 degrees. Now, for these two forces, force 1 and force 2, let R12, swipe R12, resultant for 1 and 2, be resultant force for 1 and 2 as shown. I know that it will slightly come this way because higher force. You randomly mark here. No problem. You can mark this way also, but this is 40, that is 100, so it will be more near to that force. Okay, then I have taken force 1, alpha 2. Light here, R12 be resultant. Let, see, I am not writing space problem. Let alpha 1 be the angle made by the resultant with the force P1 in this way. Let alpha 2 be the angle made by resultant with the force 2 in this way. These are so many times told. Okay, now, those who want, once again write the star. What is star? Don't see this one. Once again write the star. See, put a sketch of showing P1, P2, angle theta between them, mark the resultant R, let with force 1, P1, alpha 1, force P2, alpha 2, then write by law of parallelogram forces R equal to, not this R, root of P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta, and alpha 1 equal tan inverse of P2 sin theta divided by P1 plus P2 cos theta, alpha 2 equal to tan inverse of P1 sin theta by P2 plus P1 cos theta. How fluently I told? I told alpha, tan alpha is other force into sin theta divided by that force plus other force into cos theta. I told fast because this is maybe 20th time I am telling it, not 20th. Furthermore, okay. Then start R12, 100 square plus 40 square plus 200 into 40 into cos 122. Answer came 85.794 Newton. Alpha 1, see, this angle, your finger should be here, equal to tan inverse of other force 40 into sin theta divided by this force 100 plus other force 40 into cos theta. You get a positive sign. Okay, now once you get a positive sign, you know this angle alpha 1, how much? 23.29. So what is this angle? Total 122. From 122, subtract 23.29, you will get how much? You will get 98.71. But 1 minute. To understand, okay, try alpha 2. Alpha 2 from here, 100 sin 122 divided by 40 plus 100 into cos 122, negative sign will come. No problem, I told. If negative comes, ignore it. Whatever you get display, add 180. It will come 98.7 plus. Use this angle over. Therefore, this is the resultant for this one. Now, very important. I will tell something here. Make a note. I am going to tell something. We got resultant for 1 and 2. Now the time has come to remove 1 and remove 2. Now remove the force 1, remove the force 2. In place of force 1 and 2, you write this resultant R12. See, therefore now given force system reduces to how? See here, 200 will still remain same because we are not even touched that one. 150 also no effect is there. Now these two forces will vanish, but be very careful. One resultant will come, but where it is the resultant? See here, the resultant makes an angle of, see here, alpha 2, how much answer? 98.71. What I am going to tell you should write. See, from this force, resultant, see, from this force, resultant goes this way by how much? 98.71. So it is going 98.71 this way means, see, 62. It will go further here, it will come somewhere here. See, these all mathematics 71. So your resultant will come here. So this is 98.71, this is 62. You mark with the reference axis, that will come how much this angle. See here, this is alpha 1. See here, once again, from this force, you have to go this way by 98.71. You have gone by 62. Further, you have to go by 90. Where's the calculator? Yes, 98.71 minus 62. That will come 36.71 degrees. This is this further is 30. This angle is 36.71. That you write here. This is calculated value. I use red color here. Why? It is actually by calculation came. 36 point. The space problem is there. 1 minute. This angle is right here. 36.71 degrees. Okay. Now, this much mathematics you should know. I told 2 times. Once again I will tell. See, from the force 2, you have to go this way by alpha 2. How much? Alpha 2 is 98.71, 62. Or you can try from that side. See here. From here, how much you have to come? From here to vertically 60. Okay. But resultant is only alpha 1. What is alpha 1? 23.29. So you can do one thing. See, this is from this force 60 degree, not 60, assert, 60 up to vertical, this YY. But resultant from here is only 23.29. From 60, subtract 23.29, you get this angle. Anything, whatever way you can do. Okay, over. Now remember, this force system will vanish. This also will vanish. This calculation also vanishes. This also vanishes. Now, this is our force system to continue. Once again, I will do one thing now. Now I will do one thing now. I will club R12 with the, see, this force number. This force is still number what? Forgot the numbering. This force is your force number 3. 3, this is force number 4. Now I will club this R12 with the force 3 somewhere here and write the answer. I will explain. Just to save the time. Rubbing all, if I do in front of you, it will take more time. So, okay. Start now. See, now see, remember now, I already wrote here. Don't see that one. Don't see that one. That is later. Last time I stopped here. This is where I stopped. That is later will come. I already told. Now the given force system reduces to following force system. I explained. Now consider this R12 with 200. Nodi. Consider that R12 with fourth number 3, that is 200. See here, R12 is this way. How much? 36.71 degrees. 200 is this way, from horizontal 20 degrees. We want this angle. I think if you cannot find that angle, better not study engineering mechanics. 36.71 plus 90 plus 20, that's how got 146.71 degrees. Checking not required. I was careful. Still, okay. 36.71 plus 90 plus 20. 146.71 degrees. Further, I will not explain. Okay, now, for this R12, this is already resultant of 1 and 2 and 4, 3. Let the resultant be R1, 2, 3, angle alpha 1, alpha 2. Anyone you can take alpha 1, anyone you take alpha 2, accordingly substitute. Okay, start. Once again, now story not required. R1, 2, 3 equal to, I'm wasting time, 85.794 square plus 200 square plus 2 into this force into cos of this angle, I got the answer. And tan alpha 1 equal to, see, I want angle with this force. 200 into sin theta divided by this force plus 200 into cos theta. I got negative sign. So immediately do one thing. If you get negative, add 180, you get a positive. And then, if required, use this one. Okay. Or alpha 2, first of all, I should not explain. Alpha to this angle is that force, 85.794 into what? Sin theta divided by 200 plus 85.794 into cos of this theta. You get the angle. Okay. Now see. Now, this R123 is resultant for 1, 2 and 3 all together. Now the given force system, see, this given force system will reduce to just 2 forces. Why? Because R12 with 3 over, now only fourth force pending. Okay. Only 2 forces. How? See here. 150 Newton fourth force will remain as it is. See, 65 degree, 25 degrees. R12, see, is like this. Now very careful. What you want now? Correctly angle for R12. See here. R12 is making, correct, I will tell only once, sufficient, because sometimes people will tell, sir, you are telling same thing again and again. In offline class, correct. But this is online class, only once I should tell. Why? If requirement is there, you can rewind and you can press double tap 3-4 times, come little backside and again go forward. So why should I explain unnecessary 3-4 times? Only once. See. From force number 3, this is this 3 force. This angle is alpha 2. How much you got alpha 2? See, correct, clear. This alpha 2 you got. Where is the answer? Alpha 2. 20.157 degrees. This way. And force number 3, see here, is making angle of 20 degree here. So, from this force to resultant here, it is this way of 20.157. Since it is 20.157, it will come to 20 here, further go slightly more, how much? 0.157. Okay, that much sufficient. Those who want, again and again go through. Or you can use other side angle also. Okay, will do. Now remember, lastly, only 2 forces are there, that's all. I will do one thing now. I will rub the board now and solve right now only. I won't waste time for writing because last closing part. 1 minute. Now, see now, this all I can cancel. Now see, I will write here. Consider R123 with the force number 4, with the force 4. With the force 4. Okay. See. Point O here. R123 is here. I will use red color. It is slightly inclined to horizontal. Okay, no problem. This is your R123 equal to, where is the answer? 136.654. 136.654 Newton. Other force is 150 here. See, here. 150 Newton here. This is your force number 4. Force number 4. Now we want this angle. How to get the angle? See here. This, see, we want which angle? See? See here. This angle we want. I will tell only once. 25 degrees plus 90 plus 0.157. I think someone will tell, if I explain second time, sir, you are wasting time. See, we want this angle. So, 0.157 plus 90 plus 25. 0.157 plus 90 plus 25 is 115.157 degrees. 115.157 degrees is the angle calculated. Okay, now for this one, mark the resultant. Now do one thing. Now you have to tell, where is that rubbing? Sometime I threw it randomly here. Here. See, these are all secondary part. My important is subject. Correct? Huh? Everything okay? Okay. Okay, now see. Let R 1, 2, 3, 4 be resultant. Resultant. Right here. But actually, right, R 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but nothing but, I will write here now, it is nothing but right here, it is nothing but resultant force for entire given force system. Entire given force system consisting of total 4 forces. 4 forces. Right. Let it be as it. So therefore, let R1, 2, 3, 4 be named what? Named R. Why you want 1, 2, 3, 4? R. Resultant for entire, as shown. As shown. See. Now see here, this is a point O. Point O here. This is your R. 1, 2, 3. This is your fourth force. Fourth force for entire force system. Red color only once again. In the right time, not getting red color. O, go that side. O, okay. O came black. It should be black. This is a point O. This is fourth force. How much? That is 150 and something. We don't know how it will come. Randomly mark. See? Or do one thing, take this as alpha 1, take this as alpha 2. Now calculate. Now I can do one thing, I can remove the entire force system and then correctly calculate R. But again, last step, I do not want to make a mistake. Okay, well, carefully. But 1 minute, I will calculate and write, because sometimes what happens is, now you are checking by, see, I am afraid because you are checking by, later by resolution. If by chance one small mistake is there, I have to record once again then this what I recorded, either I have to cancel or edit it. So do one thing, I will calculate. So that do not want to take chances. This much I explain. Sometimes when you feel little tired, unknowingly some calculation mistake happens. I do not want it. Okay. I wrote everything here. Okay. Now consider R123. Where is R123? This R123 with 150 Newton. Now this angle I already told. Sorry, I already explained. Everything is over. This R12, I told up to here. How I got this angle I told. How? 0.157, 90 plus 25. Then let R1234 be resultant, but actually R1234 means resultant for combined effect of 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but resultant force for entire given force system consisting of 4 forces. Let R1234, instead of wasting time, let it be called R, real resultant. Okay, as shown. See, real resultant as shown. See here. Now calculate. R means what? That is your not required. This R means resultant for these two. Resultant for these two equal to 136.654 square plus 150 square plus 2 into this one into cos of this angle come to 154.1 Newton. And see correctly, this time angle, I wrote direct answer, I wrote here. This time you show calculation, at least do some contribution. Okay, start. Angle made by the resultant alpha 1 with this force is, first of all I should not tell, 150 into sine of this angle divided by this force plus 150 into cos of this angle. You will get 61.771 degrees. I carefully calculated. Or alpha 2, angle made by resultant with this force is 136.654 into sine of that angle divided by 150 plus that force into cos of that angle. Maybe 30th time I am telling. Okay, get the answer. Now see here, everything I am removing. Therefore, resultant force R for the given force system is as shown below. Everything gone. See, now we want final answer. Okay, see now what to do. See, correct, clear. It comes this way. What is the angle you require? See, now you should give angle with the xx, yy. Why? In the question they told angle with the xx, yy. See here. Resultant is this way. With this force you take. With this force, it makes angle of alpha 2. How much alpha 2? 53.286. See, the resultant is somewhere here. This angle we got 53 point, how much? 386. Remove 25 degrees. What happens? 53.28, 53.386. 386 minus 25 will give you, which one? Will give you the angle made by resultant with vertical line equal to, oh, I have not put calculator on. See, 53 point, where is it? 53.386 minus 25 will give you, again calculator is not on, I don't know why. 53.386 minus 25 will give you 28.386 degrees. 386 degrees. So resultant will make angle of here, it will come something like this. 28 means little lesser. See. How much resultant? Resultant is 154.1 Newton. 154.1 Newton. Why 1? Because 100 is 1 only. Okay. Newton. This angle is, see, correctly once again, from the force number 4 you should not write. They want angle with yy. See, from this force, how many times I have to tell? From this force it is, see here, from 150 force it is how much? From 150 force it is alpha 2. 53.386. From 53.386, subtract 25, you will get, I forgot the answer now, once again, see, 28.386 here. This is 28.386 degrees with vertical, or you can write this angle also. How? From 90 subtract here. 90 minus 28.386 is 61.614 degrees. See, light problem here. 61.6, I should change the calculator because this display is very dull. 614 degrees. Or you can do one thing. See here, one more thing. See, actually not required. See, resultant is making angle of 0.157 with the xx, this one. Then further, xx. But you know that from resultant to this angle is alpha 1. What is alpha 1? Alpha 1 is 61.771 degrees. So this is, see here, this is 61.771, whereas the small angle is 0.157. So what you do? From 61.771 subtract 0.157. What do you get? 61 point, same answer, 61.614 degrees over. This is the final answer we got over now. Okay, now I'll do one thing now. See, this is the answer. Hope it is within the camera. I'll check the camera first once, 1 minute. Over. Solution, question is solution over. Right here. Solution over. Complete solution is over now. Present answer presented also. Yes, over. Now I will solve it by resolution. See, nearly it is come 40 minutes now. See, it will take only 3 minutes. And one more thing, I will give my word to you. I will not look at this question, answer. I got confidence. My word has got value. In the offline class, sometimes I will tell, see, now I am going to solve other way. I am not looking there means, if you want, you put a screen there. Then students will tell, sir, no sir. Once you tell you are not going to look there, we know that you won't look because, sir, your confidence is there. You are guaranteed that answer will come. So, I am not going to look here. See, I will not look. I am not going to cover it actually. My word, because I got that confidence. But what about the question? See, starting only what I had done is, as soon as I rubbed the board, I took a snap of the question here. I took a snap. Otherwise, see, how to see the question now? In the recording, I can't see. I had to stop the recording. So, I took a snap. Question is there with me. So, seeing that one, I will write the question here once again. Then, without looking that side, I will complete and write the answer here. I will not look at that one. If answer is not tallying, let me see first whether it tallies or not. What I will do, if answer is not tallying, I will tell later if it is not tallying. That situation will never come. Okay. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆ slight movement. Okay. Little down. I think visible, hopefully. Okay. Little down. Okay. Camera problem. See, I am moving also like this, not seeing there. I copied the question by the photo. See, I took a photo of the question in the beginning. I copied the original question. See, later what you have done is, you have made this force outgoing. That all not required. You write a note here. Now we will solve by resolution. Very fast will be over. Actually later, if such question comes, don't go to parallelogram forces. Club 1 and 2, find the resultant, then club it with 3, find one more resultant, club it with 4, each time alpha 1, alpha 2. No. Laborious. Purpose of the question is only to give thorough practice for at least, see, if you solve the question by parallelogram forces, you get a solid grip on that one. That is the purpose. Okay, now, see, when I am turned this way, don't tell, I am not seeing there. See, this is the question. I resolved already. Why reason? Because this has nothing to do with the answer there. See, I am not seeing there. This has nothing to do with the answer there. Okay, start. Now, one more thing you have to make a note. I am only giving brief solution because same type of question systematically will come with each and every statement. It will come later because multiple number of forces still we are not covered. Resolution we are not covered. So what all I tell you have to believe now. But I think majority are knowing it. See here, resolution. I will do one thing. Every time I want to resolve inclined force, I will always mark the angle with the nearest horizontal. I made a rule that way. Because sometimes what happens is, if you mark with horizontal, then horizontal is cos, vertical sine. Suppose you consider angle with vertical, then vertical becomes cos. Confusion. So do one thing. Always stick to one format. We will, in our class, we will consider angle with horizontal. See now. Start. Statement I am not writing. 100 Newton to the point O. 100 going this way, 30 equal to 100 cos 30, 100 sin 30. I wrote the answer. And then 150 is coming this way. See, this way. Angle it makes is this angle I want. See, I want this angle, 65 degrees. So vertically down component, see here, vertically down component and horizontally right component. These all will be explained to you later. 150 sin, 150 cos. Here, 200 this way. So 20 degrees. 200 cos, 200 sin. You got the answer. First of all, I am only checking the answer now. 40 this way. See, therefore, horizontal this way, vertical this way, horizontal this way. Angle is 28 degrees. I think in the question 28 degree given or some other angle given, I don't remember now. 20 degree given here. I think one angle with vertical I given, I think. Okay, I don't know. Photo problem, I think. I don't remember in the photo what way it is given. Okay, given same way, I think. Yes, same way. Okay, now do one thing. Now, after resolution, given force system will vanish. Now, see, now briefly I will tell. Therefore, algebraic sum of the component of the given force system in x direction, that is called sigma fx. I will take right side positive equal to, see here, plus 86.603 plus 63.393, howdu, plus 63 I think it is 393, no, I touched, my hand touched it. Therefore, there is a chance of, by chance if it is 383, later error will come. 150 into cos 160, 150 into cos 65. 63.393, correct, 393. 63.393 positive minus 187.939 minus 35.318. I am still not calculated. Answer will come. I am not calculated still. I am calculating in front of you. That answer I am not looking. 86.603 plus 63.393 minus, I am very slowly I am calculating. Why? I do not want a mistake. 0.939 minus 35.318 equal to minus 73.261. Right. Minus 73.261. I will write, if negative comes, whatever comes, therefore write here, sigma fx without sign is 73.261 Newton. We took right side, negative came that much left side. See, this is also equally important. Later, this sign has nothing to do with this sign. That all I will clarify for you one by one mathematical concept. Okay, start. Sigma fx, fy, right here. Algebraic sum of the component in the y direction, vertical direction. I will take upward positive. Here horizontal, right side positive, upward positive, plus 50 minus 135.946. I have to look there. I am not looking there. What is the use of looking there now? Minus 68.404. Lastly, plus 18.779. Answer is 50 minus 135.946. This much carefully I never do calculation because I am afraid some calculation problem should not hamper the answer. Light problem. Here. Minus 135.571. Again light. Minus 135.571. Minus came. That means your sigma fy is 135.571 Newton downward. Okay, this also over. Now see, this all will vanish now, not required. Now final answer. It is calling me, look at me, not looking at you. I got confidence. Now, let red color R be the resultant force. Resultant force, and alpha x be angle made by resultant force with the x-axis, x-axis. Very important, as shown. I will tell you what is as shown. See here. Mark the point O. Mark the point O. Sigma fx you got left side. Now no negative. See, this is your sigma fx equal to 73.261 Newton. Sigma fy is down to the point O. Sigma fy is down. Sigma fy equal to 135.571 Newton. Then this is the resultant force. This is the angle alpha with x direction. Tell the answer. R equal to, now no, P1 square plus P2 square, that's all. No cos theta now. Why? Posts are right angle. It's a case of what? Theta is 90 degrees. Direct answer. Sigma fx square plus sigma fy square equal to root of, no space there, equal to root of sigma fx, no minus sign, 73.261 square plus 135.571 square. Therefore, you get the value of R. Answer Newton will get. Okay. And alpha x is tan inverse of, remember, if you want angle with the x direction, it is opposite first. Sigma fy by sigma fx equal to tan inverse of sigma fy 135.571 divided by 73.261. Therefore, you get the value of alpha x, angle made by resultant with the x on this side in this direction, equal to, answer will come in degrees. Now is the testing time for what I told. I am not going to see, I got confidence. I hope my structural knowledge will not let me down. Okay, if by chance, if not tallying, I will still upload the class. I will tell, find the mistake, but it will never happen. I did very carefully calculation. Okay, start. 73.261 square plus 135.571 square. Sometimes people, in the class I will shake my hands as if I am in tension. I am not in tension. Root answer. 154.995 Newton, or when you put third decimal answer 154.1 Newton. Now shall I look there? Yes. Same answer. Okay, then alpha. If this tallies, this will tally, because if there is any mistake in the calculation, R will not come. Okay, let it be 135.571. Now I am happy, because why? At least carefully I had done the calculation. I got the reward. Satisfaction that answer came. 61.614 degrees. 614 degrees. This also tallies. It will tally. See, first of all, if I do such questions, sometimes what happens is some small calculation mistake. So then I get worried. In the classroom, all students will rectify the calculation mistake, but here there is nobody to rectify. So I was careful. Okay, now hope that concept is fully clear. These all will come later. So right now don't bother. Or just to show you that what resolution is much better than successively applying parallelogram forces. But the purpose of the question is to give you thorough knowledge about parallelogram force, law of parallelogram of forces. Okay. Next class I will tell you one that small concept. Suppose you take one force outgoing, one force incoming, then what mistake will, I think, I don't know. I will check the classes. If it is already explained, I will skip that one. If it is, I already told either both should be outgoing or both should be incoming. Okay. If it is already not told, I will take in the next class, small class. And some announcement also is there. I will use that one for that. Okay. See you in the next class. That is lecture 9 next. Next time we will lecture 9.